Angels can physically intervene to prevent accidents and harm when circumstances threaten life before its appointed completion time. The quiet whisper in your mind that saved you from danger. That inexplicable feeling to take a different route home. The comforting presence during your darkest hour. These aren't coincidences, they're messages from your guardian angel who walks beside you every moment of every day. Have you ever experienced a moment when something inside you just knew? Perhaps you suddenly decided against boarding a particular flight, only to learn later it encountered severe turbulence. Maybe you felt drawn to call a friend at precisely the moment they needed emotional support. These seemingly random impulses often represent divine guidance, working through your intuition, your guardian angel, nudging you towards safety or service. In this audiobook, you'll discover how guardian angels communicate with you through dreams, intuition, signs, and even the words of strangers. What might appear as chance encounters or fortunate timing often reveals itself as intentional spiritual guidance when you understand the patterns and methods angels use to reach us. Throughout history, across diverse cultures and spiritual traditions, accounts of angelic assistance persist because these celestial beings continually work to guide humanity. You'll learn practical techniques to recognize these divine messages and actively engage with the celestial beings assigned specifically to guide your journey. While angels have always communicated with humans, our modern world's constant noise and distraction make their subtle messages harder to perceive. I'll share time-tested methods to quiet your mind and attune your spiritual senses so you can clearly receive the guidance that's always being offered. By the end, you'll have the tools to transform your relationship with your guardian angel from a distant belief into a living, interactive partnership that brings protection, guidance, and peace to your daily life. This isn't about blind faith in supernatural forces, but developing a practical, experiential relationship with the divine assistance available to everyone. Your guardian angel isn't a concept to merely believe in, they're a companion to collaborate with as you navigate life's challenges and opportunities. Chapter 1. The Divine Protectors. Understanding Guardian Angels. Imagine standing at life's crossroads, facing a critical decision. You feel suddenly drawn toward one particular choice despite having no logical reason for your preference. Years later, you discover this seemingly small decision altered your entire life's trajectory positively. This wasn't mere luck, your personal celestial companion stands vigilantly by your side, assigned exclusively to you for your entire earthly journey. Guardian angels aren't abstract concepts or poetic metaphors, they're conscious, loving beings who've been with you since before your birth. Ancient traditions across numerous civilizations speak of these divine protectors accompanying humans throughout life. The Zoroastrians called them Fravashis. Ancient Greeks recognized them as daimons, while Judeo-Christian and Islamic traditions explicitly describe guardian angels assigned to each person. This cross-cultural recognition speaks to humanity's consistent experience of angelic guidance across time and geography. Guardian angels are devoted spiritual beings whose mission is to serve, guide, and protect you while helping you along your spiritual path. Unlike archangels who work with everyone, your guardian angel works exclusively with you, providing unconditional love and constant companionship. Their commitment never wavers regardless of your beliefs, actions, or awareness of their presence. Even during your most difficult moments, when you might feel abandoned by others, your guardian angel remains steadfastly present, offering subtle support and guidance. These celestial protectors shield you from both spiritual and physical harm, as referenced in Psalm 91 verses 11 to 12, which declares they guard you wherever you go. Consider those inexplicable moments when you narrowly avoided accident or danger, the car that just missed hitting you, the sudden impulse to check something that prevented a household disaster. Your guardian angel often works behind the scenes, making subtle adjustments to protect you from harm without interfering with your life lessons or free will. While constantly vigilant, Guardian angels respect your free will completely and generally intervene only when asked or in life-threatening situations. This principle explains why we don't experience continuous miraculous interventions. Angels honor our freedom to make choices and learn through experience. However, they're immediately responsive when directly invoked or when genuine danger threatens before your soul's appointed time. Understanding this balance between protection and respect for autonomy reveals how to collaborate more effectively with your guardian angel. Their constant presence testifies to the divine's unwavering care for you personally. In a universe of infinite complexity and billions of souls, you haven't been forgotten or overlooked. Your guardian angel's dedicated attention confirms your inherent worth and importance within the cosmic order. This isn't about spiritual superiority or special selection. Everyone has this divine assistance available, though many remain unaware of it. To begin deepening your relationship with your guardian angel, simply acknowledge their presence daily. Upon waking, take a moment to mentally greet your guardian angel and express gratitude for their protection during sleep. Throughout your day, particularly during challenging moments, remind yourself of their constant presence. Before making important decisions, pause to request guidance. These simple practices gradually attune your awareness to the subtle ways your guardian angel communicates and intervenes in your life. As we explore further, you'll discover how to recognize your guardian angel's unique energetic signature and the various ways they make their presence known in your daily experience. These recognitions transform abstract belief into living relationship, the foundation for receiving clear guidance and protection. Chapter 2. The Angel by Your Side. Recognizing your guardian's presence. Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly felt an inexplicable sense of peace wash over you? Or perhaps experienced an overwhelming feeling of being watched over during a particularly difficult time? 3 years ago, Sarah lost her husband unexpectedly. Amid overwhelming grief, she felt a distinctive warm pressure against her shoulders during the funeral, a comforting presence that many grieving individuals report experiencing. Your guardian angel's presence manifests in subtle yet recognizable ways, leaving gentle impressions on your consciousness if you attune yourself to notice. Even in your lowest moments, when grief or despair feels overwhelming, there's often a subtle sense of presence that many dismiss as imagination. Modern rationalism has conditioned us to doubt these perceptions, to seek logical explanations for spiritual experiences. Yet throughout human history, across diverse cultures, people consistently report these comforting encounters, especially during their darkest hours. What science might attribute to psychological self-comfort often carries distinctive qualities that set these experiences apart from mere wishful thinking. This feeling is your guardian angel, who is aware of every thought and feeling you have, whether you realize it or not. Unlike human companions who must interpret your words and expressions, your guardian angel perceives your internal state directly. They understand your unspoken fears, your deepest hopes, and your unexpressed needs. This intimate awareness allows them to provide precisely what you require in any situation, whether comforting presence during grief, clarity during confusion, or courage during challenges. By becoming conscious of these subtle, energetic signatures, you can begin to recognize when your guardian angel is actively working in your life. Start noticing when unexpected emotional shifts occur, moments when anxiety suddenly calms, when clarity emerges from confusion, or when courage replaces fear without apparent cause. These shifts often indicate your guardian angel's intervention, modulating your emotional state to support your highest good. Physical sensations frequently accompany angelic presence. Many people report feeling a gentle pressure on their shoulder, unexpected warmth spreading through their body, or tingling sensations along their arms or the crown of their head. Some experience a distinctive fragrance with no apparent source, often described as floral or reminiscent of baking bread. Others notice sudden temperature changes in a room or see unusual light patterns or brief flashes in their peripheral vision. When these phenomena occur, particularly during contemplation, prayer, or times of need, they often signal your guardian angels increased proximity. Angels are aware of all your thoughts and feelings at all times. While this might initially seem invasive, understanding the compassionate nature of this awareness transforms the experience. Your guardian angel witnesses your struggles without judgment, celebrates your triumphs without envy, and understands your motivations even when you don't comprehend them yourself. This unconditional acceptance creates a spiritual safe haven, someone who knows you completely and loves you perfectly. They often reveal their presence through feelings of comfort during difficult times. Notice when unexpected peace arrives during anxiety, when solutions appear in your mind during problems, or when strength emerges during weakness. These interventions aren't random fluctuations in your emotional state, but intentional support from your guardian angel. The more you acknowledge these subtle assistances, the more clearly you'll recognize future interventions. Being aware of your guardian angel is the first step to receiving their guidance. This awareness creates receptivity and open channel through which clearer communication can flow. To enhance this awareness, begin a simple practice of checking in with your guardian angel throughout your day. During morning routines, commutes, meal breaks, and before sleep, pause briefly to acknowledge their presence. This regular recognition strengthens your perception of their subtle influences. Your angel is your biggest supporter, even when you can't perceive them with your five senses. Their perspective encompasses your entire life, journey seeing past temporary challenges to your ultimate growth and fulfillment. This unwavering support remains constant regardless of your accomplishments, mistakes, beliefs, or doubts. While human relationships naturally fluctuate through various conditions, your guardian angel's commitment never wavers. To deepen your perception of your guardian angel's presence, create a daily 5-minute practice of stillness. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. After settling your mind, mentally invite awareness of your guardian angel's presence. Don't strain to perceive anything specific, simply remain open and receptive. Notice any sensations, emotions, or impressions that arise. Over time, you'll begin recognizing the unique energetic signature of your guardian angel, enhancing your ability to perceive their guidance throughout your daily activities. Chapter 3: Whispers from Above: How Angels Communicate. Last night, Daniel dreamed of searching frantically for missing keys. A gentle voice suggested looking beneath a potted plant, a place he'd never considered. Upon waking, he dismissed the dream, yet later that day found himself locked out of his home. Remembering the dream, he checked beneath a decorative planter on his porch and discovered the spare key his wife had hidden there months ago without telling him. Guardian angels speak to us through multiple channels, from dreams and intuitive flashes to the unexpected words of strangers and meaningful coincidences. Angels communicate through various methods tailored to how you best receive information. They understand your unique perceptual preferences and cognitive patterns, adapting their communication style accordingly. Visual communicators often receive angelic guidance through imagery, mental pictures, symbols, and dreams, or noticing meaningful objects in their environment. Auditory receivers might perceive inner words, recurring songs, or overhear conversations containing exactly the guidance they need. Kinesthetic individuals frequently experience physical sensations, emotional shifts, or intuitive knowings that guide their decisions. Your guardian angel primarily uses your dominant receptive channel, while occasionally employing others to ensure important messages reach you. Sometimes their messages come as loud and clear whisperings that resonate within your body and mind, starting as a simple thought, but becoming something more profound through telepathic connection. These communications often have a distinctive quality that sets them apart from your normal thought patterns. While your typical thoughts might race, contradict each other, or carry emotional anxiety, angelic communications generally arrive with unexpected clarity, coherence, and calm certainty. They often appear suddenly, without logical connection to your previous thoughts, and carry a subtle authority that commands attention. They also frequently communicate through your dreams, using symbols and scenarios to deliver guidance when your conscious mind is at rest. Dream communications from angels typically feel more vivid and memorable than ordinary dreams. You might notice unusually clear colors, heightened emotional significance, or scenes that remain intact upon waking rather than fragmenting like typical dreams. Common angelic dream themes include receiving specific instructions, meeting benevolent guides, discovering new rooms in familiar houses, or being shown symbolic representations of current life challenges with potential solutions. To enhance dream communication with your guardian angel, establish a consistent practice before sleep. As you prepare for bed, consciously invite your guardian angel to communicate through your dreams. Keep a notebook beside your bed to record impressions immediately upon waking, before the critical mind analyzes or dismisses them. Look for recurring symbols, emotional themes, or messages that feel particularly significant. With consistent practice, you'll begin recognizing patterns in how your guardian angel uses dream symbolism to communicate specifically with you. Your intuition or gut feelings may actually be your guardian angel's guidance manifested through your physical senses. That inexplicable knowing that prompts you to call a friend who turns out to be in crisis, or the sudden urge to avoid a particular route that later proves dangerous, these intuitive flashes often represent your guardian angel's protective guidance. Unlike analytical thinking, which processes information sequentially through known facts, angelic communication through intuition arrives as immediate, complete knowing without evident logical process. Angels choose communication methods based on urgency and receptivity. For routine guidance, they might use subtle intuitive nudges or meaningful coincidences. For urgent matters requiring immediate action, they typically employ more direct methods, vivid dreams, clear mental directives, or even dramatic physical sensations. During periods when you're particularly receptive during meditation, prayer, or time in nature, they often provide deeper insights or comprehensive guidance about your life path. These communications require your attention and willingness to listen. Our modern world bombards us with constant external stimulation notifications, entertainment, news cycles, creating a noisy internal environment that drowns out subtle angelic messages. Creating intentional quiet, both external and internal, increases your ability to perceive divine guidance. Regular periods of silence, mindfulness practices, or time in nature significantly enhance your receptivity to angelic communication. To strengthen telepathic connection with your guardian angel, practice thought-directed communication daily. Begin by sitting quietly for a few minutes, focusing on your breathing until your mind settles. Then mentally address your guardian angel about a specific question or concern. After expressing your thoughts, remain in receptive silence for several minutes, noticing any thoughts, impressions, or feelings that arise. Record these responses in a dedicated journal. Over time, patterns will emerge that help you distinguish between your own thoughts and angelic responses. The ability to receive clear angelic guidance improves with consistent practice and intention. Begin each day by mentally requesting your guardian angel's guidance throughout the day. During the day, pause occasionally to check in, especially before important decisions or challenging situations. In the evening, review your day, noting moments when you sensed guidance or protection. This regular cycle of invitation, attention, and acknowledgement gradually strengthens your connection and enhances your receptivity to angelic communication. Chapter 4. Signs in the Everyday. Recognizing angelic messages. Maria kept encountering the number sequence 444 everywhere on license plates, digital clocks, receipt totals, and page numbers. Initially dismissing these as coincidences, she researched their potential significance and discovered many traditions associate this sequence with angelic presence. Shortly afterward, she made an important career decision that completely transformed her life positively. The material world becomes a canvas for divine communication when you understand how to recognize the signs your guardian angel places in your path. Guardian angels frequently use synchronicity, seemingly connected events with no causal relationship to communicate important messages. Swiss psychologist Carl Jung first described synchronicity as meaningful coincidences that defy statistical probability and carry personal significance. These aren't random occurrences, but deliberate arrangements orchestrated by your guardian angel to provide guidance, confirmation, or warning. By remaining attentive to unusual patterns or meaningful coincidences, you open yourself to receiving this form of angelic communication. You might notice recurring numbers like 111, 333, or 1234. Find feathers in unexpected places, or overhear exactly the words you needed to hear from a stranger. Number sequences are particularly common angelic signs, with specific combinations carrying traditional meanings. 111 often signifies new beginnings or opportunities. 333 represents divine protection, while 444 indicates angelic presence. These numerical patterns may appear on clocks, license plates, receipts, page numbers, or addresses, appearing repeatedly until you recognize their significance. Found objects frequently serve as tangible angelic messages: feathers, coins, specific stones, or unusual items appearing in your path. Their significance often relates to their nature, color, or location. White feathers traditionally indicate angelic presence or protection, while coins might represent abundance or answered prayers. The timing of these discoveries typically coincides with specific thoughts, questions, or concerns, creating a meaningful connection between your inner contemplation and the external sign. These coincidences are often carefully orchestrated signs from your guardian angel, guiding you toward the right path. When you're facing an important decision, pay particular attention to unusual occurrences or meaningful patterns that may provide directional guidance. These signs often appear at critical junctures when considering relationship changes, career moves, relocations, or spiritual practices. Their purpose isn't to control your choices, but to provide additional information for making wiser decisions aligned with your highest good. Look for patterns of numbers, symbols, or objects appearing repeatedly. A single occurrence might be coincidence, but multiple appearances of the same sign within a short time frame often indicates intentional communication. Start noticing when particular symbols, animals, or objects repeatedly cross your path, especially when they seem unusual or out of context. Document these occurrences in a dedicated journal, noting any thoughts, questions, or situations occupying your mind when they appear. Over time, you'll begin recognizing correlations between specific signs and their meanings in your life. Pay attention when you hear the same message from multiple sources within a short time frame. Perhaps several people independently mention the same book, concept, or opportunity. Maybe you encounter the same quotation or idea across different media and conversation, then in a book, then on a billboard. These repeated messages often represent your guardian angel, ensuring an important piece of guidance reaches you. Their persistence indicates the message's significance for your current life situation. Notice when solutions arrive in unexpected ways. Guardian angels frequently arrange circumstances that address your needs through seemingly random events or encounters. That chance meeting with someone who offers exactly the assistance you require. The book that falls from a shelf containing precisely the information you seek, or the last-minute opportunity that resolves a pressing problem. These represent your guardian angel orchestrating external circumstances in response to your needs and prayers. Music, especially songs with personal meaning or that appear unexpectedly in your mind, can be angelic communication. You might suddenly hear an internal melody containing lyrics relevant to your current situation, or repeatedly encounter particular songs through various sources: radio, background music in stores, or others humming or mentioning them. These musical messages often contain guidance or encouragement specifically relevant to your present circumstances. To enhance your awareness of angelic signs, practice a daily ritual of requesting and acknowledging guidance. Each morning, mentally ask your guardian angel to provide clear signs regarding specific questions or challenges you're facing. Throughout the day, remain attentive to unusual occurrences, repeated patterns, or meaningful coincidences. Each evening, record any potential signs you noticed and contemplate their possible significance to your current situation. This regular practice gradually attunes your awareness to the subtle language of angelic communication. When interpreting signs, balance receptivity with discernment. Not every coincidence carries angelic significance, and personal biases can sometimes lead to misinterpretation. True angelic signs typically feel distinctive from ordinary events, carrying an unusual quality or timing that captures attention. They generally promote positive outcomes, align with your highest values, and create a sense of inner resonance or recognition. With practice, you'll develop increasing clarity about which coincidences represent genuine angelic communication. Chapter 5, Opening the Channel, Creating Space for Angelic Communication. Thomas, a business executive with a relentlessly busy schedule, couldn't understand why his spiritual practice yielded so few insights. During a rare weekend retreat, after 2 days of silence and contemplation, he experienced a profound connection with his guardian angel that provided clear guidance about a challenging decision. His experience illustrates an essential truth. By creating moments of stillness and receptivity, you invite clearer and more frequent communication with your guardian angel. Connecting with your guardian angel requires a moment of quiet focus, similar to speaking with a dear friend. Imagine attempting a meaningful conversation while simultaneously watching television, checking emails, and cooking dinner. The distraction would prevent genuine connection and deep understanding. Similarly, constant mental activity worrying about the future, ruminating on the past, planning, analyzing, judging creates internal noise that drowns out the subtle frequencies of angelic communication. When your mind is busy with constant thoughts and distractions, it's difficult to perceive the subtle messages being offered to you. Modern life bombards us with information, notifications, and stimulation that keep our nervous systems in heightened states of alertness. This continuous activation makes it nearly impossible to perceive the gentle, subtle communications from spiritual realms. Creating intentional stillness, both external and internal, establishes the optimal conditions for receiving angelic guidance. Through intentional practices that calm your mind, you can create the perfect conditions for receiving angelic guidance. Regular meditation provides the most direct method for clearing mental space and enhancing receptivity. Even brief periods, 5 to 15 minutes daily, significantly improve your ability to perceive subtle angelic messages. Begin with simple breath-focused meditation, gradually increasing duration as your practice develops. During meditation, your brain waves naturally shift from beta, active thinking, toward alpha and theta states, the same frequency ranges where angelic communication becomes more perceptible. Meditation creates mental space for angelic messages to be received. The practice works by temporarily suspending the constant internal dialogue that normally occupies your consciousness. As this mental chatter subsides, a different quality of awareness emerges, more spacious, receptive, and capable of perceiving subtle impressions. Within this expanded awareness, angelic guidance that was always present but previously unnoticed becomes increasingly apparent. A simple daily meditation practice involves sitting comfortably, focusing on your breath for several minutes to settle your mind, then mentally inviting your guardian angel's presence and guidance. Remain in receptive silence for 5 to 15 minutes, gently returning to your breath whenever you notice your mind wandering. After your meditation, record any impressions, insights, or feelings that arose during the practice. Over time, you'll begin recognizing the distinctive quality of angelic communication received during these receptive states. Prayer is a powerful way to initiate conversation with your guardian angel. Unlike meditation's receptive silence, prayer actively reaches out expressing gratitude, asking questions, or requesting assistance. Effective angelic communication often combines both approaches: prayer to initiate contact and express your needs, followed by meditative receptivity to receive responses. This balanced practice of speaking and listening creates authentic dialogue rather than one-sided monologue. Develop a personal prayer practice that feels authentic and meaningful to you. Some prefer traditional prayers from established spiritual traditions, while others create spontaneous, conversational prayers that express their current needs and gratitude. Regardless of form, effective prayer involves sincerity, emotional openness, and clear intention. After expressing your thoughts to your guardian angel, transition into receptive silence, allowing space for response through impressions, feelings, or insights that may arise. Creating quiet moments throughout your day improves your receptivity to angelic guidance. These needn't be lengthy meditation sessions. Even brief pauses between activities provide valuable opportunities for connection. Before important meetings or decisions, take 30 seconds of focused breathing while mentally inviting your guardian angel's guidance. During commutes, turn off music or podcasts occasionally to create space for intuitive insights. These small islands of stillness throughout your day gradually enhance your ongoing awareness of angelic presence and guidance. Natural settings particularly facilitate angelic communication. Throughout history, spiritual traditions have recognized nature as a threshold space where the veil between physical and spiritual realms thins. Regular time outdoors, particularly in forests, near water, or in gardens, naturally calms the nervous system and creates optimal conditions for perceiving subtle angelic messages. Even brief nature connections, tending houseplants, watching sunrise, or observing birds can enhance your receptivity to divine guidance. A sincere desire to connect is all that's required to begin communication with your guardian angel. You needn't possess special psychic abilities, religious credentials, or spiritual accomplishments. Guardian angels respond to authentic intention and emotional openness rather than perfect technique or spiritual status. Begin exactly where you are, with whatever practices feel accessible and meaningful to you. Your guardian angel knows your heart and meets you at your current level of understanding, gradually deepening the connection as your receptivity develops. Consistency matters more than duration in developing angelic communication. Brief daily practices yield better results than occasional lengthy sessions. Establish a sustainable rhythm, perhaps 5 minutes of meditation each morning, momentary check-ins throughout your day, and a brief gratitude prayer before sleep. This regular pattern creates reliable channels through which your guardian angel can consistently communicate with you. To enhance your receptivity to angelic guidance, maintain a dedicated journal documenting your experiences, impressions, and any signs or synchronicities you notice. Regular review of these entries reveals patterns and correlations that might otherwise remain unnoticed. This documentation also builds confidence in the reality of angelic communication as you witness guidance manifesting tangibly in your life circumstances over time. Remember that angelic communication represents a relationship rather than a technique to master. Like any meaningful relationship, it develops through regular attention, sincere engagement, and mutual respect. Your guardian angel has been patiently waiting for your conscious participation in this relationship. By creating intentional space for communication, you activate a partnership that can transform your experience of daily life, bringing greater protection, clearer guidance, and profound spiritual companionship. Chapter 6: Divine Protection: How Guardian Angels Keep You Safe. In 2018, Rachel was driving her children to school when she experienced an inexplicable urge to take a different route. Minutes later, she learned a serious multi-car accident had occurred on her usual path. What she initially attributed to random intuition was actually something far more profound. Your guardian angel's protective abilities extend far beyond physical safety, encompassing emotional, mental, and spiritual defense against harmful energies. One of the primary roles of guardian angels is to ward off negative energies and protect us from harm. Throughout religious and spiritual traditions worldwide, angels are consistently portrayed as defenders and shields. They maintain vigilant protection against negative spiritual influences, while simultaneously helping to prevent physical accidents and dangers that might befall us before our appointed time. This dual protection operates continuously, often without our awareness or specific requests. Consider those moments when you've narrowly avoided an accident. Perhaps a near miss while driving, an impulse to check something that prevented a household disaster, or a sudden feeling to move away from a dangerous situation. Many of these experiences represent your guardian angel making subtle adjustments to your path or enhancing your awareness at crucial moments. Their interventions typically respect natural laws rather than performing dramatic miracles, though exceptions certainly occur in genuinely life-threatening situations. In moments of fear or danger, your guardian angel can absorb overwhelming emotions to help you through difficult times and provide you with strength and courage. During these intense experiences, you might notice an unexpected calm washing over you despite objectively frightening circumstances. This sudden emotional steadiness often indicates your guardian angel's direct intervention, modulating your emotional state to help you respond effectively rather than becoming paralyzed by fear or panic. Beyond physical protection, guardian angels provide essential defense against spiritual attacks that might undermine your well-being and life purpose. These negative influences can manifest as persistent destructive thought patterns, unusually intense temptations toward harmful behaviors, or energy drains that leave you feeling depleted without apparent cause. Your guardian angel creates a protective field that diminishes these influences, particularly when you consciously request their protection. To strengthen your guardian angel's protective presence, establish a daily practice of requesting protection each morning. Upon waking, take a moment to mentally address your guardian angel, asking for protection throughout your coming day. Visualize a protective light surrounding you, extending several feet in all directions. This simple practice reinforces your connection and enhances your awareness of protective interventions when they occur. For situations involving significant risk or heightened vulnerability, make specific protection requests. Before travels, major decisions, challenging conversations, or entering environments with negative energies, pause briefly to mentally request your guardian angel's heightened protection. Be specific about the particular concerns you have, which helps focus their protective energy where most needed. Pay attention to unusual physical sensations that might indicate protective intervention. Many people report feeling gentle pressure on their shoulders or back, unexpected warmth spreading through their body, or tingling sensations along their arms during moments when protection is actively being provided. These sensations often serve as confirmation of your guardian angel's responsive presence during challenging circumstances. Their protection extends to emotional and mental well-being, not just physical safety. During periods of grief, anxiety, depression, or overwhelming stress, request emotional shielding from your guardian angel. While they won't eliminate necessary emotional processing, they can modulate intensity to manageable levels and provide sustaining comfort through difficult emotional terrain. This support often arrives as unexpected emotional resilience when you've reached your apparent limits. Remember that your guardian angel's protection represents partnership rather than dependency. Their role isn't to eliminate all challenges or prevent growth-inducing difficulties, but to ensure you're not overwhelmed beyond your capacity to learn and develop. Through conscious collaboration with your guardian angel's protective abilities, you'll navigate life's inevitable challenges with greater confidence and security, knowing divine assistance stands ready whenever genuinely needed. Chapter 7. Actively working with your guardian angel. Michael had struggled for months with a career decision until one sleepless night. He finally articulated a clear request to his guardian angel for guidance. The next day, a previously unnoticed job posting perfectly matching his skills appeared in his email, leading to a fulfilling new position. Your guardian angel awaits your invitation to provide more direct assistance in all areas of your life, from the mundane to the miraculous. Angels respect free will and generally won't intervene without being asked, unless there's a life-threatening situation. This fundamental principle explains why we don't experience continuous miraculous interventions despite our guardian angel's constant presence and ability. The gift of free will represents our spiritual sovereignty, the right to make our own choices and learn through their consequences. Your guardian angel honors this sovereignty by awaiting your conscious invitation before providing direct assistance with most life situations. Learning to actively work with your guardian angel involves clear communication and faith in their response. This communication needn't follow formal rituals or specific religious frameworks. Your guardian angel responds to authentic intention rather than perfect technique. Begin by addressing them directly in your natural speaking style, as you would a trusted advisor or friend. Express your needs, concerns, questions, or gratitude in clear, specific language, either aloud or mentally. You can speak to them about anything, small daily decisions or major life challenges, and they will offer guidance toward your highest good. Nothing is too insignificant for their attention when it matters to you. Whether seeking parking in a crowded area, clarity about a relationship decision, creative solutions to work challenges, or spiritual insight during confusion, your guardian angel responds to all sincere requests within the parameters of divine wisdom and your life plan. Ask directly and specifically for help with your challenges rather than making vague general requests. Instead of "please help me with my health," try "please guide me to the right treatment approach for my specific condition," or "please help me understand what lifestyle changes would most benefit my well-being now." Specific requests create clear channels for specific responses, making guidance easier to recognize and implement. Speak positive affirmations that align with your desired outcome to activate angelic assistance. Statements like, "I am open to receiving divine guidance about this situation," or "I trust that perfect solutions are arriving now," create receptive conditions within your consciousness. These declarations shift your vibration from problem-focused anxiety towards solution-oriented receptivity, allowing your guardian angel's guidance to penetrate your awareness more effectively. Thank your angel in advance. Acknowledging their help is already on the way. This gratitude practice demonstrates faith in the responsive relationship between you and your guardian angel. It also shifts your perspective from anxious waiting to confident expectation, creating optimal conditions for recognizing guidance when it arrives. Express gratitude with genuine feeling rather than mechanical repetition for maximum effectiveness. Once you've made your request, remain attentive to responses through multiple channels. Your guardian angel might answer through intuitive insights, meaningful coincidences, overheard conversations containing relevant information, unexpected opportunities, or even direct mental impressions. Their responses often arrive in unexpected forms or timing, requiring flexible attention rather than rigid expectations about how assistance should manifest. Act on the guidance you receive to strengthen the connection. When you recognize potential angelic guidance, taking corresponding action demonstrates your participation in a collaborative relationship. This responsive implementation creates a positive feedback loop. The more you notice and act on guidance, the clearer and more frequent it becomes. Each cycle of request, reception, and action builds increasing trust and communication fluency between you and your guardian angel. Document your experiences with angelic guidance in a dedicated journal. Record your specific requests, any signs or guidance received, and the outcomes of following that guidance. This documentation serves multiple purposes. It creates an evidence base that builds your confidence in the relationship, reveals patterns in how your guardian angel typically communicates with you, and provides encouraging review material during times when guidance seems less clear. Remember that working with your guardian angel represents an ongoing relationship rather than occasional emergency assistance. Just as you wouldn't contact a friend only during crises, regular acknowledgement and communication with your guardian angel during ordinary times strengthens your connection for those moments when critical guidance becomes necessary. This continuous relationship builds mutual responsiveness and communication clarity that serves you in all life circumstances. Chapter 8: Interpreting Angelic Guidance, Discernment and Trust. I received such clear guidance about changing jobs, but now I'm wondering if it was just my own wishful thinking. Elena's doubts reflect a common challenge. After receiving apparent angelic guidance, how can we know it's genuine? Understanding the difference between genuine angelic guidance and your own thoughts requires developing spiritual discernment and practicing trust. When receiving messages from your guardian angel, you may wonder if they're truly divine guidance or simply your own imagination. This uncertainty is natural and even healthy. Spiritual discernment develops through questioning rather than blind acceptance. The key lies in recognizing the distinctive qualities that set genuine angelic communication apart from ordinary thoughts, emotions, or wishful thinking. With practice, these differences become increasingly apparent. Angelic messages typically feel different. They resonate more deeply, bring unexpected clarity, or appear with a sense of certainty that surpasses normal thought. While your typical thoughts often contain doubt, contradiction, or emotional coloring, angelic guidance generally arrives with a distinctive sense of calm certainty and unusual clarity. These communications often feel like they originate from beyond your normal thought patterns, appearing suddenly without clear connection to your previous thinking process. The emotional signature accompanying angelic guidance provides important clues to its authenticity. Genuine guidance typically brings a sense of peace, regardless of its content. Even challenging directions carry an underlying calmness that helps you accept difficult truths. By contrast, guidance based on fear, ego, or wishful thinking usually generates anxiety, urgency, or emotional reactivity. Pay attention to how a message feels emotionally. Peace generally indicates angelic origin, while agitation suggests human thought. True messages never encourage harmful actions or negative behaviors. Your guardian angel will never guide you toward actions that harm yourself or others, violate your core values, or contradict universal principles of compassion and integrity. Any guidance pushing you toward deception, manipulation, revenge, self-destruction, or harm to others comes from other sources, either human psychology or negative spiritual influences. This moral alignment provides a reliable touchstone for evaluating guidance. Guidance often comes when you're not actively seeking it. Some of the clearest angelic communications arrive during ordinary moments, while showering, driving, walking in nature, or performing routine tasks. These unexpected insights often address questions you've previously considered but weren't actively contemplating when the guidance arrived. This timing characteristic helps distinguish angelic communication from your own analytical thinking, which typically occurs during focused contemplation of a specific issue. To develop stronger discernment, establish regular quiet time for reflection and spiritual connection. Daily meditation, contemplative walks, or journaling creates space to notice subtle impressions without immediate judgment or analysis. Within this receptive state, you'll gradually learn to distinguish between various internal voices. Your critical mind, emotional reactions, intuitive knowing, and angelic guidance each have distinctive qualities that become more recognizable with regular attention. Practice testing guidance through small implementations before making major decisions. When you believe you've received angelic guidance about significant life changes, begin by following guidance on smaller related matters first. These initial steps provide feedback about whether the guidance leads toward positive outcomes aligned with your highest good. This incremental approach builds discernment while minimizing risk associated with potentially misinterpreted guidance. Remember that angelic guidance typically arrives as direction rather than detailed instructions. Your guardian angel often shows the next step or general direction without providing comprehensive plans. This approach honors your participation and growth through the process of implementation. If apparent guidance contains elaborate, detailed instructions controlling every aspect of implementation, it likely originates from human planning rather than angelic direction. Trust develops as you act on guidance and witness positive results. Initial acts of following guidance require courage and faith, but each positive outcome builds confidence for future decisions. Document these experiences, noting the guidance received, actions taken, and resulting outcomes. This growing evidence base helps overcome doubt during future guidance scenarios. Over time, you'll develop increasing trust in both the guidance itself and your ability to accurately discern it. Developing reliable discernment takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself through this learning process. Everyone occasionally misinterprets guidance or projects their desires onto spiritual communication. When this happens, view it as valuable feedback rather than failure. Each discernment challenge increases your ability to distinguish more clearly in the future, gradually refining your receptivity to genuine angelic guidance. Chapter 9. When Angels Intervene. Stories of Divine Protection. The small airplane carrying Mark and 6 others experienced catastrophic engine failure over remote mountains. As panic erupted, Mark felt an inexplicable calm and clear mental directive to check a specific instrument panel he'd never noticed before. Following this guidance revealed an emergency system that enabled a controlled descent to a miraculous safe landing. Throughout history and in countless personal testimonies, guardian angels have demonstrated their ability to intervene dramatically when needed most. There are remarkable accounts of people being saved from accidents, receiving unexpected help in desperate situations, and experiencing profound comfort during their darkest hours. These interventions occur across cultures, religions, and time periods, suggesting a universal protective presence watching over humanity. While skeptics might attribute these experiences to coincidence or psychological phenomena, their consistency, timing, and life-preserving outcomes suggest something more profound at work. Angels can physically intervene to prevent accidents and harm when circumstances threaten life before its appointed completion time. Parents describe suddenly feeling compelled to check on seemingly sleeping children, only to discover breathing difficulties requiring immediate medical attention. Drivers report unexplainable swerves that avoided collisions with vehicles that appeared from nowhere. Hikers recount sudden urgent impulses to change direction moments before landslides or dangerous animal encounters. These physical interventions often operate subtly through enhancing awareness or creating sudden impulses rather than visible manifestations. They often bring unexpected help through other people at exactly the right moment. Guardian angels frequently work through human instruments, arranging for someone with exactly the needed skills or resources to appear precisely when required. The stranger with medical training who happens to witness your accident, the kind motorist who stops at exactly the right moment when your car breaks down in a remote location, or the new acquaintance who mentions exactly the information you've been desperately seeking. These coincidental encounters often represent angelic orchestration behind the scenes. Many documented cases describe people experiencing unexplainable protection during dangerous situations. During natural disasters, individuals report being guided to safety through inner directives that led them away from danger zones. In violent confrontations, potential victims describe attackers suddenly becoming confused or changing direction without apparent cause. Military personnel from various conflicts recount bullets mysteriously missing vital organs or unexplained warnings that prevented ambush casualties. These interventions often occur in split-second timing that defies probability. While dramatic interventions capture attention, guardian angels more commonly provide subtle assistance through enhanced intuition, seemingly random thoughts, or sudden knowledge that guides protective action. You might experience an inexplicable urge to leave a location shortly before problems occur, feel compelled to check something you wouldn't normally notice, or receive a strong impression to contact someone who turns out to need immediate assistance. These subtle nudges represent your guardian angel working within your awareness rather than through external manifestation. To increase your receptivity to protective intervention, practice regular acknowledgement of your guardian angel's presence. Each morning, take a moment to mentally greet your guardian angel and invite their protective guidance throughout your day. This simple practice establishes an open channel for communication when intervention becomes necessary. Additionally, pay attention to unusual thoughts or impulses, particularly those relating to safety or timing changes, as these often represent protective guidance. When you experience apparent intervention or protection, express specific gratitude. Rather than general appreciation, acknowledge the particular circumstance and outcome. Thank you for guiding me to take that different route today and avoiding the accident. This specific acknowledgement strengthens your connection and increases your awareness of future protective actions. It also demonstrates your recognition of the relationship, encouraging continued guidance. These interventions demonstrate the constant vigilance of guardian angels. Their awareness never lapses regardless of whether you're conscious of their presence. Unlike human attention that fluctuates with fatigue, distraction, or shifting priorities, your guardian angel maintains continuous protective awareness throughout your life. This constant vigilance provides profound security, knowing you're never truly alone in facing life's dangers or challenges. Remember that while dramatic interventions occur when genuinely needed, your guardian angel's primary work involves guiding you toward choices that naturally avoid dangers requiring last-minute rescue. Their whispered guidance toward healthier relationships, better decisions, and wiser life paths represents preventative protection that's easily overlooked yet profoundly important. By following subtle guidance consistently, you reduce circumstances requiring emergency intervention. Chapter 10. Cultivating a lifelong relationship with your guardian angel. Emily began acknowledging her guardian angel daily after a profound spiritual experience during meditation. 3 years later, she reflected on the transformation. What began as awkward, one-sided conversations had developed into an intimate spiritual partnership influencing every aspect of her life. Building a conscious, ongoing relationship with your guardian angel can transform your spiritual journey and daily experience in ways both subtle and profound. Your guardian angel has been with you since birth and will remain with you throughout your entire life. This extraordinary commitment spans your complete human journey, from first breath to final transition and beyond. Unlike human relationships that naturally change through circumstances, your guardian angel's dedication remains unwavering regardless of your awareness, beliefs, achievements, or mistakes. This permanent companionship provides a foundation of spiritual security available to everyone, though many remain unaware of this profound relationship. By developing consistent practices to acknowledge their presence and express gratitude for their guidance, you create a powerful partnership that grows stronger over time. Relationships flourish through regular attention and appreciation. Your connection with your guardian angel follows this same principle. Simple daily acknowledgments transform theoretical belief into living relationship, gradually increasing your perception of their guidance and intervention in tangible ways. Begin each day by mentally greeting your guardian angel and inviting their participation in your coming activities. This morning acknowledgement sets a foundation of awareness that continues throughout your day. You might say something like, "Good morning. I acknowledge your presence today and welcome your guidance in all I undertake." This simple practice takes just moments, but establishes an open channel for communication and assistance throughout the day. Throughout your daily activities, practice momentary check-ins with your guardian angel, particularly before important decisions or challenging situations. These brief connections, taking just seconds, maintain ongoing awareness of their presence and guidance. Before meetings, difficult conversations, or significant choices, pause briefly to request specific assistance. "Please help me communicate clearly in this conversation," or "guide me toward the choice that serves my highest good." Each evening, Review your day with attention to moments when you sense guidance, protection, or support. Notice circumstances that worked out unexpectedly well, sudden insights that proved helpful, or challenging situations where you felt unusual strength or clarity. Express specific gratitude for these assistances, which strengthens your recognition of the ongoing relationship and enhances your ability to perceive future guidance. Create personal rituals to honor your guardian angel's presence in ways meaningful to you. Some people maintain a special candle they light during prayer or meditation, representing angelic presence. Others create a small altar with symbolic objects that remind them of divine guidance. Some write letters to their guardian angel in a dedicated journal, while others take contemplative walks specifically for angelic communion. The form matters less than the sincere intention behind it. Express gratitude for guidance and protection regularly and specifically. Rather than general appreciation, acknowledge particular instances when you recognized assistance. Thank you for the warning feeling that helped me avoid that traffic accident. Or, I'm grateful for the clarity you provided during my difficult decision yesterday. This specific gratitude demonstrates your attentiveness to the relationship and increases your awareness of future guidance. Share your experiences with others when appropriate to inspire their own angelic awareness. As you become more comfortable with your guardian angel relationship, consider thoughtfully sharing meaningful experiences with receptive friends or family. These shares needn't be evangelical or imposing. Simple, authentic accounts of your personal experiences can open possibilities for others who might benefit from similar awareness. Your lived experience often proves more compelling than theoretical discussions. This relationship provides continuous support, protection, and spiritual growth opportunities throughout your entire life journey. Unlike many spiritual practices that might feel separate from daily living, your guardian angel partnership integrates seamlessly with ordinary activities, providing guidance for practical decisions, emotional support during challenges, protection during dangers, and companionship during loneliness. This integration brings spiritual presence into everyday experience rather than relegating it to designated spiritual times or places. Remember that developing this relationship requires patience and consistency. Like any significant relationship, deep connection develops gradually through regular attention rather than occasional intense focus. Don't become discouraged if awareness seems inconsistent initially. Your guardian angel continues working with you regardless of your perception. Each small practice of acknowledgement and attention builds cumulative awareness that eventually transforms your experience of divine guidance from occasional insight to continuous companionship. Your guardian angel has been patiently waiting for you to recognize their presence and receive their guidance. Like a friend who's been standing beside you while your attention was directed elsewhere, they've never left your side, even during moments when you felt most alone or abandoned. As you've learned throughout this audiobook, angels communicate through dreams that offer symbolic guidance, intuitive nudges that protect from harm, signs and synchronicities that confirm your path, and sometimes directly through thoughts that bring unexpected clarity. They stand ready to protect you from harm, guide your decisions, and support your spiritual journey. This protection extends far beyond mere physical safety, encompassing emotional support during grief, mental clarity during confusion, and spiritual defense against negative influences. Their guidance addresses every aspect of human experience, from seemingly mundane daily decisions to profound life direction and purpose. Their support remains constant through life's inevitable cycles of challenge and triumph, offering steady companionship regardless of external circumstances. Remember that your guardian angel respects your free will and generally responds most actively when invited into your life through prayer, direct communication, and trust. This respect for your autonomy represents profound spiritual honor, acknowledging your right to choose your path rather than controlling your journey. By consciously inviting angelic participation in your life, you create partnership rather than dependency, collaboration rather than submission. This balanced relationship enhances rather than diminishes your personal power and spiritual sovereignty. By practicing the techniques shared in this audiobook, paying attention to signs appearing in your environment, creating quiet moments for connection through meditation or contemplation, expressing specific gratitude for guidance received, and taking action on the insights provided, you'll develop a powerful relationship with your celestial companion. Each practice strengthens different aspects of the connection. Attention to signs enhances your perception. Quiet moments improve your reception. Gratitude reinforces the relationship, while action demonstrates your committed participation. These practices needn't be complicated or time-consuming. Even 5 minutes of quiet connection each morning, momentary check-ins throughout your day, and brief gratitude before sleep establishes a strong foundation. The consistency of your attention matters more than its duration or formality. Your guardian angel responds to authentic intention rather than perfect execution of spiritual techniques. The more you acknowledge and work with your guardian angel, the more evident their presence will become. What begins as occasional insights or coincidences gradually develops into recognizable patterns of guidance and support. Messages that initially seemed ambiguous become increasingly clear as you learn your guardian angel's unique communication style. Protection that once appeared as fortunate coincidence reveals itself as intentional intervention. This growing clarity transforms intellectual belief into lived experience. You need never face life's challenges alone again. Whether confronting health concerns, relationship difficulties, career decisions, or spiritual questions, your guardian angel stands ready to provide guidance tailored to your specific situation and highest good. This constant companionship offers profound security and comfort while respecting your journey's necessary challenges and growth opportunities. The balance between assistance and autonomy creates ideal conditions for spiritual development and fulfillment of your unique life purpose. Thank you for joining us for this exploration of guardian angels and their divine messages. We've journeyed together through understanding their protective nature, recognizing their presence, interpreting their guidance, witnessing their interventions, and cultivating ongoing relationship. Each chapter has built upon the previous, offering practical approaches to experiencing angelic companionship in your daily life. If you found this audiobook valuable, please subscribe to Audiobook's library for more spiritual wisdom and practical guidance. Your subscription supports our continued creation of content that bridges ancient spiritual wisdom with contemporary life challenges. We're committed to providing accessible, practical spiritual resources that enhance daily living rather than remaining abstract concepts. Until next time, may your guardian angel guide you toward your highest good. Remember that divine assistance remains constantly available. You need only develop the awareness to recognize it and the openness to receive it. Your guardian angel awaits your acknowledgement, ready to transform your spiritual journey from solitary search into divine partnership.